LILA 2.0 here at Habitat for Humanity in Huntsville, Alabama with
Angelo Robinson,
the famous Huntsville artist that if you haven't heard about, he's going to tell us all about today. So
yes,
we want to start. I'd like you to, where are you from? Where
I'm originally from Dallas, Georgia.
Oh.
Dallas, Georgia, the military 14 years, so I moved around a lot. So I lived in a lot of places. Currently live in Madison, Alabama.
So I heard you mention you were the oldest of how many?
I'm the oldest of 8, 6 boys, 2 girls. I'm a PK kid. My father's a pastor, late granddad was. So I grew up in the country in Georgia with a pastor for a father.
And what took you into art?
I've always done it. I don't remember the story, but my late grandmother said that when I was 3, she found me in the house tracing pictures out of a National Geographic magazine.
Oh, wow.
And I just have always done it. Even in the military, I did a mural on the USS John F. Kennedy, the aircraft carrier. I designed a ball cap for the USS Mount Baker. So I've always done art, even in the military.
So do you have is there a special artist that's just touches your heart more than others? Do you have any that really
I have 3, and I'm a Salvador Dali fan.
Oh, cool.
I love Salvador Dali. That's my guy. Andy Warhol, of course, but I like how he brought the business practices in the interview, so I always love that. And my left field one is Albrecht Dürer, a German lithographer artist. I love his precision and skill. So I've always liked him. So mine is very wide. And if I throw one more in there, like Robert Mapplethorpe, I love him. So I've always liked different things. I guess that's how I end up doing a lot of stuff.
Very cool. So it says, I looked a little bit at your bio. The first sentence just said that you were self-taught.
Yeah.
So tell me the process. How do you become self-taught and then end up doing such fabulous artwork?
Thank you. I've actually never been to art school, but just high school and stuff like that. But being the oldest of 8 and living in the country, you just grew up doing whatever you can do. So my mom, I give her mad credit. She would always have coloring books, and we would have to color, and we had to color in the line. You can leave white spaces. We had contests. So, but I just always was innately creating things, and my dad was like, "You didn't do that." I'm like, "Yes, I did." How you know how to do it? I don't know. And so it just ended up being one of those things where throughout high school,
gift? You think it's a gift?
I would say it's a gift from God, because just from high school on up, I know it just was. I was the person doing abstracts, oils, mixed media, portraits, landscape. I just did it all.
You did it all.
Yeah, with just not knowing why I knew how to do it. So that's why it's like now why I do what I do.
So do you have theme? Is your work theme? Do you have any?
I have some series. I have most of it. A lot of stuff like the things that I have here has that spiritual tone and bright colors because it pulls everybody in.
Yeah, you do a lot with bright colors. You like bright colors.
Yes, I love bright colors. It usually is that universal language that either going to stop you, and that's what my art statement says. Everybody should have a mental, spiritual, or physical reaction to my work, whether you love it or hate it.
Right.
So that means you're going to react, and then you might not like it, but it causes, art is supposed to cause one of those reactions.
You use these breakthrough lines in your colors. Whether or not it's straight up and down, a gold strip or a silver strip or a...
Right.
That technique, is that just...
Yeah, it's
indicative
technique.
Of all your work?
It is.
It's like a line that you have in all your art out there.
I think it ends up coming in that way just because it ends up being something where, as the human mind, and we're thinking about things, we're doing work, or we're cooking, or whatever we're doing, we always have a point. Like in the military, it's the line of demarcation that you stand before as a military police officer. You know, you can't go past it. You got to do it. So we all have that, no matter what it is. Now we might end up going past it in different points of our life. Like in a relationship, we don't feel like we should talk, but slowly you end up like one of the little girls over there. Her sister was working, and she came in. I'm not doing it, and she sat on the sofa. But then closer, and next thing you know, she passed that line, and that's what that is. It's you to one side or the other, or you're crossing back and forth.
Get past that zone. That's really funny. For the children today, tell us about your community service here today.
So they wanted me to do something that's involved with my show, and I wanted to do something that was for kids that takes that away from you, where it's not, I gotta be perfect. So it's called Create and Inspire, meaning they're making a board, and it's an inspiration board, but it's also like a vision board. So if you like a shark, you put it on there. If you like a car, one little girl found a Toyota and put it in there, making it like it's going. Another little boy drew a tank on his. No, he said it's not a tank, it's a dump truck. But he said it goes 1 billion miles per hour. I said, oh, why does it go 1 billion miles per hour? I said, so that's alien technology. I said, how much would that cost? He said, I think it's going to be about $1 quadrillion. And so just that their minds expand with this piece. And now every time he looks at it on his wall,
growing
he's
into
gonna,
his
he's going to think of it. Yes. So that's what this was about. It's called Create and Inspire.
That is so
for them
cool.
to take these magazines and take all these pieces and make something that now when you go home, and I purposely did not let them use scissors because I don't want you to cut the perfect lines. I want you to tear it, you feel it, move it, and then you
Imperfection of just beginning and doing and staying in the process.
Yep.
Letting it metamorphosize
Exactly.
into what comes
Exactly.
next. That's awesome. Do you have children?
Yes, I have 6 children.
Oh.
I have 5 older kids from my previous relationship, and then my wife now we have one 10-year-old who's over there. They gave me a whole speech about what his process is with his speech right now. But I have 4 daughters and a son, and I have a 10-year-old. So I have 2 boys and 4 girls.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kept me really busy.
They're involved. They like art.
All of them are artists in some way. My daughter Angelo T, she's a singer-songwriter. My daughter Destiny is like in cottagecore and does knitting. And my daughter Jasmine, she does etching and
So
sketches.
they're all
and stuff.
organic, and one way or the other.
Yes,
is
all of
pretty
them.
much.
My son Angelo's a music producer, so they all do some kind of work.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Very
they all
cool.
do it. Some kind
Do
of
you
work.
listen to music when you paint?
Yes.
Do it. Okay.
And that's the strangest thing,
Yes.
because depending on what you come to my
Yeah.
studio,
Yeah.
one day you might hear Korn and Slipknot and Ozzy, and then you come one day it might be Rick Ross and Lil Wayne,
Right.
and then you come another day it might be John Baptiste and
Oh, wow.
orchestra. It just
So it's
depends on
where
what I'm
you're-
doing.
Oh, that's cool.
So I listen to all music.
So you're influenced by music.
Yes, it has a color for me. I see a color.
Oh, nice.
It has a vibe. I want to say vibe because people overuse that. It has a color and a mood for me. So if I really need to get into something and I really want to do it, I got the heavy basses or I got the heavy orchestra with the violins.
Right.
Violins have a very heartfelt thing. Or if I'm over here doing fine lines, I'll get something that has a drum pattern, that the drum pattern gets me in a cadence. So it just depends on what I'm doing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you keep odd hours?
Oh, I'm a night
Is
owl.
it an artist?
I'm a night owl and an early bird. How do you have both? I'm a night owl and an early bird. I go to bed at 1 or 2 in the morning. I went to bed at 2 o'clock this morning. I was up at 5:30.
Oh wow, sound familiar?
That's me.
It's
That's him.
yeah, that's what
He's
it
like,
is.
oh, he takes.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, he sleeps like he eats.
Yeah,
Small doses
yes.
at a time.
So I was in the military before I was in the military. I was already staying up all night and doing that. So
that's
it was
really,
always that
really
way.
cool.
Yeah.
So you plan to stay here?
Yeah, like I said, we live in Madison. We moved here in 2023. I'm working on my own space right now. And so I represent other artists, helping with marketing and branding. I have a show in Beacon, New York going on right now. Another one coming up July
Go to
11th.
Austin? We've been to Austin a couple times.
Austin,
They do.
Texas?
Yeah.
I haven't been to Texas in a while. I did a trip in 2023, but I haven't been there in a while. So I'm gonna be back there in a while.
It's pretty artsy
Right.
town. It's very artsy.
Right.
The other place was Park City.
Park City.
Park
Okay.
City in Utah.
I went to Salt Lake about 3 months ago to do some
Park
filming.
City.
But Park City is where
And
it's
it's
at.
only about 30 minutes from
Okay.
Salt Lake City. But
Okay.
it's where all the galleries are.
Gotcha.
I mean,
Okay.
all the galleries.
I'm in. I gotta go back to Utah
Go
in
to
about
Park.
a couple months. So I
There
will
you
definitely
go.
check it out.
Park City.
Park City. I'm in.
Oh, you would love it. You will absolutely
Okay.
love it.
Okay.
Yeah, your art belongs there.
Yes,
I'm
it
in.
does.
Park City.
That's
They
your
would-
that's your
yes.
demographic.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna check it out.
They have no problem spending that kind of money.
I'm gonna reach out to some friends
Yeah.
up there.
Yeah, 10 to,
Okay.
what, 80 grand?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm
Yours
gonna
would be
check it out.
very reasonable.
Right.
It would be very reasonable.
You'd be very reasonable.
It would be.
So when I did the show with Habitat, one of my things is I told them I met with a guy in Pittsburgh and he has the biggest 20,000 square foot
Right.
market facility and he has all this other stuff. But he has like $150,000 benches that people sit on. He has a school that come for free. They got $1 million kitchen. He said the access for people. So my thing was, let's put the show, I'm gonna leave the prices and I got some more in stuff, but let's leave because a lot of people that came in said, oh my, I've never been to Miami. I've never been to New York. And I was not expecting this. I get to see this. And now you bring that mentality. One lady was running around screaming so loud, the office came out. I was like, everything okay? And she was like, I'm 83 years old. I'm from LA. I have not been inspired. Now see this.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And she was inspired. So that's my reason for doing stuff like this is putting it in
that's
places
cool.
and putting it in things
Very
like
good.
that. So yeah, that's what it's about.
Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, that was awesome. Great interview.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure
Anytime.
to meet you.
Anytime.
Absolutely. People in Huntsville, remember, Mr. Robinson is absolutely the best.
Thank you.
Come check out his artwork. He's creative, he's innovative, he's modern, but he's rooted in natural culture and music. So it's kind of interesting. Great family man.
Thank you.
And how can they get in touch with him?
How can they get in touch with you?
So my website is under construction. I just partnered with a company in Atlanta, so we're working on that. But it'll be up in about a week. But it's atrfineart at .com. But it's also Instagram is atrfineart. So if you go there on Instagram, I always post my processes, me working, and that'll lead to the website when it comes back up.
Angelo's Fine Art.
Yep.
ATR Fine Art. Come buy some of his pieces.
So that's
For
my
all you
little inside
people.
joke that I always tell people: you can't spell art without my initials.
That's pretty good.
That's real good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey guys, my name's Lindsay. We're here at the Habitat for Humanity Restore here in Huntsville, Alabama. I'm gonna take y'all inside. I've got something really awesome to show y'all. It's a brand new art gallery. We started this in March of this year. We're showing local artists. We're trying to give the community another option to come and create and connect and bring the community together. Our gallery is inside this big, beautiful warehouse inside of our restore. You'll follow me up this way. When I started working here, the space up here that's now the gallery was not usable, and so we've turned it into a space to welcome all artists, local artists. We try to promote artists that are into sustainability, keeping things out of the trash. Our landfills, very important. But we're just trying to find fun ways for the community to come out and connect here at Habitat. We're showing local artists. Y'all come this way. The local artists that come and show here, they get a split of 70%, and the 30% goes to support safe and affordable housing, our mission here at Habitat. And so this is the gallery, brand new, just opened in March. Right now we're showing a local artist named Angelo T. Robertson. He shows all over the world. He'll be up until July 19th. This is called Habits for Humanity, Grounded in Community. It's a really in-depth, conceptually based, abstract artwork. He will actually be here on July 19th for a closing if you want to come out and connect with him and other local artists and people just here enjoying the restore.
Awesome. So what's your background in creating this?
Okay, so I actually have a Bachelor in Fine Arts in painting and printmaking and a minor in art history. I have almost completed a master's in art education, so I have experience with children, and I have 8 museum years experience on exhibition design teams. And so this is where everything I've done my whole life comes to a full circle for me. Very blessed to be here, very blessed that they've given me the opportunity to do this outreach for the community. I think it's very important for people to have a safe place to come tell their stories in any form, and that's my whole goal here. We all have stories, and that's why we are who we are today. So I'm trying to open up a space just for that.
Awesome. This
We
is
will
wonderful.
eventually be holding workshops where myself and other artists will be teaching our trades, anything from dragonflies made from stair spindles and discarded ceiling fans to resin art, just all sorts of things. We're really looking forward to the future. This is an exciting time. We're just excited to see everything grow.
This is wonderful.
This is my little office.
Ah, this
It's
is
a
where.
little messy, but this is my little treat house.
Oh, you definitely have a flair for art.
After this show, when I take this down, I'm doing a new show called The Lost Art Show. It's artwork, fine artwork that's been donated here at Habitat that doesn't have a home, but it's amazing artwork. Some of it I can curate, some of it I won't be able to find anything about, but that's going to be called the Lost Art Show, because all these pieces need a home.
Oh, that's good. That's
They
really
deserve
good.
a good spot on the wall. You know, one last hurrah for them. And see, all that artwork tells stories in itself, and they don't have a person to represent them anymore. And so that person is now me, trying to find, you know, things where people connect. I truly believe in things happening for reasons, synchronicity. If you pay attention to that stuff, it happens all day long here. If you haven't come out, Habitat is just an incredible spot for all walks of life. It's a lot of fun. You should come out and see us.